Have you ever walked into a packed gym and wondered how much money does this place actually make? From the outside, owning a gym looks like an amazing business. People pay every month, the equipment lasts for years, and every January, new members flood through the doors. It almost seems like easy money, right? Well, there's a lot more happening behind the scenes. Before you ever make your first dollar, you have to build the gym. And that's exactly what we're going to do, step by step. By the end of this video, you'll know how much it really costs, where gyms actually make their money, and why so many of them fail. So let's start at the beginning. The very first thing you need is a building. And it sounds simple, until you realize that choosing the wrong one can ruin your business before it even opens. Your first option is an old warehouse. It's huge, with plenty of room for cardio machines, free weights, locker rooms, and even a group fitness area. Best of all, the rent is surprisingly cheap. At first, it feels like you found the perfect deal, until you step outside. There's almost nothing around you. No restaurants, no grocery stores, no offices, very little traffic. Now ask yourself this, if people never drive past your gym, how are they supposed to know it exists? Sure, some people will find you online, but many future members won't even know you're there. A cheap location can end up costing you thousands of customers. So you keep searching. Eventually, you find another building, and this one couldn't be more different. It's right next to a busy shopping center. Cars pass by all day, people walk past every few seconds, and families, students, and office workers are constantly nearby. Every single one of them could become your next member. Now this feels like the perfect location, until you ask one simple question. How much is the rent? The answer is enough to make almost every new business owner nervous. It's several times more expensive than the warehouse. Suddenly, your decision isn't so easy anymore. Do you save money, or do you pay more for visibility? There's no perfect answer. A cheap building saves money today, but a busy location could make you much more money tomorrow. This is one of the biggest decisions every gym owner has to make. After thinking it through, you finally make your choice. You sign the lease. The landlord hands you the keys. Congratulations, your gym is officially yours. Well, kind of. Because when you unlock the doors, you don't see treadmills, squat racks, dumbbells, or even a front desk. You see empty walls, an empty floor, and a building that's already costing you money every single day. And believe it or not, this was the easy part. Because now, you have to fill the entire place with equipment. And that's where things get expensive. That's right, finding the building was actually the easy part, because an empty gym isn't a gym. It's just a big expensive room. Now you have to turn it into a place people actually want to work out. So where do you even start? Most people think you can just buy a few treadmills, throw in some dumbbells, and open the doors. If only it were that simple. The first thing members notice is your cardio section. Rows of treadmills, exercise bikes, ellipticals, and stair climbers. If people walk in and half the machines are missing, your gym immediately feels unfinished. But commercial equipment isn't built like the machines you'd buy for your house. These machines are designed to run for hours every single day, for years. And that kind of durability comes with a price. A single commercial treadmill can easily cost between $4,000 and $10,000. Now remember, you don't need one. You need several. Suddenly, you've spent tens of thousands of dollars and you've only finished one corner of the gym. Next comes the weight room. This is where people expect options. Squat racks, Olympic barbells, weight plates, adjustable benches, and dumbbells. Lots of dumbbells, not just one pair. Every weight from 5 pounds all the way up to the heavy sets. Then you need storage racks to hold them all. Before you know it, you've ordered hundreds of individual pieces of equipment, but you're still not finished. Now come the strength machines, cable stations, lat pull-downs, chest presses, leg presses, Smith machines, and functional trainers. One machine after another, and every single one costs thousands of dollars. At this point, you're not making purchases anymore. You're making investments. Then you remember everything people don't usually think about. Wall-to-wall mirrors, rubber flooring, lockers, reception desks, office furniture, security cameras, speakers, water fountains, cleaning supplies, and even paper towel dispensers. One by one, the costs keep piling up. And that's the dangerous part. No single purchase feels impossible, but when you add everything together, the final number becomes much bigger than most people expect. Weeks later, the deliveries finally stop. The last box is opened. the last machine is assembled. For the first time, your empty building finally looks like a real gym. It looks incredible. People walking past the windows stop and stare. You can already imagine the members inside. There's just one problem. Your bank account has been going in only one direction, down, because so far, you haven't earned a single dollar. Now it's finally time to find out if all of this was worth it. Tomorrow, the doors open, and your very first customers are about to walk in. After months of planning, hundreds of thousands of dollars invested, and weeks of watching your bank account shrink, today's the day your gym officially opens. You unlock the front door, switch on the lights, start the music, and take one last look around. Everything is clean. Every machine is in place. It looks exactly the way you imagined it. Now, all you need are customers. The first few minutes feel longer than they actually are. You keep looking at the front door, expecting someone to walk in. 5 minutes pass. Nothing. 10 minutes later, still nothing. You start asking yourself the question every new business owner eventually asks: what if nobody comes? Then, the front door opens. Your very first customer walks in. It might not seem like a big deal, but that one person changes everything. They sign up for a membership, pay their first month's fee, and just like that, your business earns its very first dollar. It's not enough to celebrate yet, but it's proof that someone believes your gym is worth paying for. A few minutes later, another customer walks in, then another. As the day goes on, the gym slowly starts coming to life. Treadmills are running, weights are being lifted, conversations fill the room, and for the first time, your investment actually feels real. But before you get too excited, there's something most first-time gym owners forget. A busy gym doesn't automatically mean a profitable gym. Every single month, the bills keep coming. Rent, employee salaries, electricity, water, internet, equipment maintenance, cleaning supplies, insurance, software subscriptions, marketing. And if you borrowed money to start the business, loan payments too. Those expenses don't stop just because business is slow. Here's where the math gets interesting. Let's say your gym charges $50 per month for a membership. If your monthly expenses are around $20,000, you'd need roughly 400 active members every single month just to break even, not to make a profit, just to cover your costs. And that's exactly where many gyms struggle. The equipment is great, the location is great, the owners work incredibly hard, but they simply run out of money before enough members sign up. The gyms that survive usually understand one simple rule. Keeping an existing member is far cheaper than constantly finding a new one. That's why successful gyms focus on clean facilities, friendly staff, reliable equipment, and creating an environment people actually enjoy coming back to. Fast forward a few years. The parking lot is full almost every evening. The treadmills are rarely empty. The weight room is packed after work. New members keep joining because existing members recommend your gym to their friends. Now, those huge startup costs finally start making sense. Congratulations! You didn't just build a gym, you built a business that people trust. And that's the real economics of owning a gym. It was never just about finding the perfect building or buying the best equipment. It was about creating a place people wanted to return to month after month. Because at the end of the day, machines don't make money. People do. So was owning a gym actually worth it? After spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, months building everything, and surviving those stressful first months, did it finally pay off? The answer is, it depends. A poorly managed gym can lose money for years before eventually shutting its doors. But a well-managed gym with loyal members can generate steady income for decades. That's the difference most people never see. People think gym owners make money by selling memberships. But that's only part of the story. The real goal isn't convincing someone to join, it's convincing them to stay. Because every member who renews next month costs almost nothing to keep, while finding a brand new customer can cost far more through advertising, promotions, and sales. That's why member retention is one of the most important numbers in the entire fitness industry. The longer someone stays, the more profitable they become. Successful gym owners understand this. They invest in clean equipment, friendly staff, fast repairs, and creating a place people actually enjoy coming back to. Those things might not seem exciting, but they're often worth far more than buying another expensive machine. Over time, those monthly membership payments start stacking up. 100 members becomes 200. 200 becomes 500. Now, the business starts generating real profit. It can hire more employees, renovate the facility, open a second location, or even be sold for millions of dollars. However, none of that happens overnight. It takes patience, consistency, and thousands of good decisions made over many years. Because at the end of the day, a gym isn't really selling treadmills, dumbbells, or squat racks. It's selling a place where people become healthier, stronger, and more confident. The equipment helps, the building helps, but the people are what make the business successful. So if you've ever wondered about the economics of owning a gym, now you know. It was never just about opening the doors. It was about building a business people choose to come back to month after month, year after year. And that's what turns a gym into a successful business.